Welcome to Frankly, My Dear, the podcast that explores just how bananas things were in classic Hollywood. Classic Hollywood was wholesome, right? People talk about the films with such nostalgia and wish for those days back. But what I find more interesting is the seedy underbelly, the backstory, the movie trivia, the backdrop of those films and what went on behind the scenes. These were real people. They had their own stories. They soldiered on to create these films that you so love, and I appreciate even more now by knowing their lives and struggles. So join me as we uncover the mystery and peel back the velvet curtain of classic Hollywood to not just highlight the scandals, but the triumphs of these film giants. Top of the morning to you and happy St. Patrick's Day. If you guys are anything like me, you have fun with St. Patrick's Day. Before I had kids, we used to always have parties, but there is even a longer standing tradition. Being a child of the 80s and 90s, we always had stuff taped off of TV. Darby O'Gill and the Little People was one that I watched over and over again as a child. So I wanted to talk about that today. I do have a segment with my friend Alyssa because she grew up with this movie as well. So I hope you enjoy us talking about it. Thanks. So St. Patrick's Day. There aren't very many St. Patrick's Day movies. There's Finian's Rainbow, which is not... It's old Fred Astaire. Super old. He's old. He's old.
Oh, yeah, that's where
That's a weird movie. Yeah. There's that, and then... Boondock Saints, which, sorry.
That's for the boys.
Yeah.
Although it is a good film. But...
The pinnacle of St. Patrick's Day is Darby O'Gill and the Little People from, is it 1959? I think it's 1959. Because it was still 50s.
I'm going to fact check her.
Right. So, not a lot of people know about this one, but they should, because it's awesome. It's a Disney movie, live action, and it has Sean Connery in it, and he sings.
1959.
So,
and he does sing.
He does sing.
There was some...
There is debate about that still, because whenever I post that clip, people will be like, that's not him, that's this guy, and that's this. And if you look hard enough, you can find it both ways. Like, it seems to be this heavily debated thing, and yet you're like, that should be more simple to figure out. But at some point, Sean Connery admitted that it's him. So I'm going to go with that. It sounds like him.
Because when those movies were made back then, everything was recorded. So if somebody came in and sang for him, he would be credited somewhere. He just would.
Right.
Like the woman who sang for Deborah Kerr in The King and I, she's credited. Like if it was recorded, it would have gotten a credit, period.
Right. And when you look at the soundtrack, it lists Sean Connery.
Exactly. And it's him. You can tell.
It sounds like him.
There's only one voice that is Sean Connery.
Right.
Recently, Dale and I watched both of the Highlander films.
Yeah.
He's the greatest Scottish Spaniard there ever was. It's so stupid. Sorry. Controversial on my end. I hate both of those films, but Dale loves them, so whatever. It's fine.
So that's a main selling point in that. In addition to the leprechauns. But Sean Connery sings.
Of course.
And he's super duper young. This is pre-Bond Connery.
Like literally one movie before? Like he made this movie and then he was cast.
He was, I don't know if he did anything in between. I'd have to double check. But he was cast as James Bond because of his presence in Darby O'Gill. Because the director saw him in that and decided he would be good for James Bond.
That is a choice.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah, I'm gonna pick this guy from this Disney movie.
I mean, he has a fist fight in it, so maybe that was part of it. I don't know.
Maybe he looks good fighting. You gotta look good fighting, otherwise you just look like flailing everywhere.
Although the best part of the fight scene are the faces that it's Albert Sharp, right? Albert Sharp makes when they cut away from the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It's hilarious.
It's like, react to a
face
fight.
Does all these things, and you're like, what is he doing? Oh, my gosh.
It's like, is he having a stroke, or is he watching a fight?
No, he's fine.
We're not sure. No, he's fine.
So the premise is Darby O'Gill, he's chasing the little people, right? So there's King Brian, who is a leprechaun. King of the leprechauns.
King.
And Darby O'Gill makes his wishes, but if he wishes a fourth wish, then it negates all of it. So he screwed this up once.
Yeah.
And lost the pot of gold. And then...
Which isn't really a spoiler. That happens right away.
Right. So leprechauns are real.
And he knows it because he's seen him.
Yes, and everybody thinks he's crazy, and then he goes to the bar and tells all these stories, and they're like, "You're bananas."
People at the bar actually believe him.
They like him though.
They do like him.
They like his
They're
stories.
like, "Oh, that guy."
They might just humor him though. I don't know.
It's true. I mean, probably.
So then,
old man with a sack.
So then he's essentially going to get fired because he can't be the caretaker of this property anymore. So they bring in a younger man. It's Dublin man, but he's really Scottish because it's Sean Connery. So he comes in, and then King Brian's all like, "Oh, your life sucks now, so I'm going to bring you to the Fairy Mountain, and you can come hang out with us." So he put the come hither on him, and then he ends up down in Leprechaun Mountain.
And then they got married. Just kidding.
They were soulmates forever and ever. Oh, see, there, maybe that's another couple.
That's another Valentine movie now.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay, sorry.
So he ends up down there, but he doesn't really want to be there because he doesn't want to leave his daughter.
And he loves his gardens.
Yeah.
And his horse.
In his pub.
And his pub.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he tricks him into doing a fox hunt, and then he escapes. But Sean Connery is the guy who's supposed to replace him, but then he falls in love with his daughter.
And there's a lot of dancing.
There's a lot of dancing. And they are really great. This is one of the best movies of that era that did forced perspective really, really well.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that.
So, like, it
Forced
looks
perspective
really
is-
good. Like, you have the little leprechaun people, and you have Darby O'Gill in the same frame, and it looks legit. Mm-hmm. Like, the entire movie, all of it looks great, except for the one scene where Darby O'Gill picks him up and shoves him in a bag, because that's a puppet.
And the puppet's like...
And, like, the legs bend, and, like oh my gosh.
It's like a Ken doll. Like, I don't know.
Even the thing with the cat paw is better than the doll.
True.
Yeah. Because they have this cat trying to get the leprechaun, because he wants
The
his
cat's like
wishes.
behind a wooden wheel, like because it's like
Yeah,
reaching
and
through
it's
dowels
reaching
or whatever.
through the-
And it's probably some guy with a green screen or in a green screen or whatever, just like dancing and like doing crazy things, and then they like superimpose it on top of the thing. But I don't know if you need a definition of forced perspective.
Oh, did I do it? Did I use it correctly?
No. I just wanted to read it out.
Oh, sure,
in
go
case
ahead.
People don't know. Forced perspective uses optical illusions, camera angles, and object placement to make subjects appear different sizes or distances than they really are. Tricking. Ooh, so tricky. Tricking the viewer's perspective to create fantasy-like or impossible scenarios.
Right.
Impossible.
People had to be more creative back then instead
True.
of using computers.
Right? They had to figure out how they wanted it to look, and then they just did it. Like,
Right.
Crazy. Super cool.
I know. Like, the costuming and all of that had to be way better.
And Janet
Monroe.
Monroe, yes. She's the daughter of Darby.
Yep, she was also in Swiss Family Robinson, which is the only other thing I think I've seen her in.
So she sings a little in this film. Is that actually her voice?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Swiss Family Robinson. And she was 38 when she died.
Holy wow.
Another heart related thing. I don't know. So she was young too.
Oh.
So she was only like 13 years later. So she was...
Dang.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
I know. They do a whole thing about crazy deaths or something.
Oh my gosh, for sure.
Obscure.
I will do my homework with that one. Absolutely. I'll do my homework anyway, but you know.
Right.
I was just curious because we have Google at our fingertips.
I know, right?
St. Patrick's Day. What more movies? What do people consider?
There aren't any.
There aren't any.
Boondock Saints is the...
That's pretty much it.
But that doesn't... I don't know.
What about the Banshees of Inisherin?
Oh, I didn't talk about the Banshee. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is one of those movies children of the 80s and 90s will understand.
Mm-hmm.
Taped off of TV. So the VHS was played a lot.
With commercials or without? Did they edit the commercials?
I think with that one they did.
Okay. Sometimes if you were lucky.
But as a child,
Yeah.
or if you want to watch this with your children, the most terrifying part is the Banshee.
The Banshee, she's combing
Also
her hair.
very good visual effect for the time, though, really.
It does look really cool.
So the Banshee is like forewarning of death, basically. So you have all this, let's trick the leprechauns and Darby O'Gill, and you have all this like jovial things, and then you have this Banshee at the end, and you're like, what? Because the daughter fell down the mountain, and
then she caught.
I'm like, why does she have a fever?
Banshee sickness or something. I don't know.
Like, you think on the mountain that maybe she hit her head?
Well, she goes to get the horse, right?
And then she falls.
She falls, she hits her head or whatever, and then suddenly
why does she have a fever?
Yeah, she's just like poisoned by death or something. I don't know. But Banshee.
It's like a foretold,
Yeah. So then Darby O'Gill makes the deal.
Because the death coach comes for her. Because the Banshee comes as like a warning, but the Banshee doesn't actually do anything. Mm-hmm. And then the death coach with the headless
really,
driver.
We could just blame the Banshee for knocking her off the mountain anyway.
Oh, see, there you go.
Like, what is she trying to do? Drum up business or something?
It's a whole conspiracy now.
What the heck? Banshee.
I don't think she saw her, though.
No?
The Banshee on the mountain? I don't think so. I think it was just later.
I'm probably condensing the whole
but
film
anyway,
into
super
one
creepy.
Moment, pretty much.
But it does use, like, the interesting folklore thing of her, like, brushing her hair, which was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Super cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't really tell what she's doing in the film, but it comes across once you know.
And, like, the more clear versions, probably not the VHS version of, taped from TV with all its grainy whatever. So, yeah. So in the Disney Plus version, you probably can see. Although, it irritates me, and we talked about this before, not in here, but...
We hate small changes.
They dubbed some of the people because they thought the accents were too thick, and I'm like, what? That doesn't... It's too much.
Like, just leave it alone.
Right.
Just leave it alone.
Although, to be real, like, there are a couple things that Albert Sharp says where you're not sure what he's saying, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
that's what closed captioning
adds to the charm, right? Right.
And then you can just make up your own.
You guys don't need to change stuff.
Truly, yeah.
They also changed. Speaking of things taped off of TV, I'm going to go 80s here for a second. Woo. Splash. They have Splash on Disney Plus. There's one scene where she runs into the water and you can totally see her booty. They made her hair longer in the Disney Plus version, so you can't see it.
Oh no, a butt!
But anyway, I didn't even know that was in there because I had the taped off of TV version of Splash that I watched. So what part of that scene wasn't even broadcast like that.
That's crazy. That's so funny. Disney Fantasia. If you watch the Fantasia that streams, the guy who speaks, his whole dialogue is dubbed. It's a totally different guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
why? I
have no idea. It's really annoying. We don't like those changes. Don't change things, film people.
Thank you so much to Alyssa for joining me on today's podcast about Darby O'Gill and the Little People. I did want to mention one other thing about it. Originally, Walt Disney wanted Barry Fitzgerald to play dual roles as Darby O'Gill and King Brian. That would have been an interesting dynamic, but it just didn't happen. Disney actually then blamed the box office failure on the fact that he didn't get what he wanted. Barry Fitzgerald was actually cast in The Quiet Man with John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, which is also considered a St. Patrick's Day film. Are there any others that you love to watch that we may have missed? There aren't a ton, but this one, Darby O'Gill and the Little People, holds a special place in my heart. Feel free to comment about this movie or any others in regards to St. Patrick's Day. Have a great day. Don't forget to wear green or you'll get pinched. Thanks, bye.